Hi, it's Brian. I've decided to take a break from my usual topics because there's something that I do that I think is interesting. It started out of, I thought, necessity, and now it's turned into sort of a hobby, actually. And it's rolling my own cigarettes. I use TOP cigarette tubes that come empty, like that. I had the best luck with these, and you usually get whatever, you get like 50 free when you buy a whole big box of them. And then I use, you can see this machine. It's the TOPOMATIC, the T2. They claim on here that this is the world's toughest cigarette machine. It's heavy steel, and it is tough. And I've had cheaper ones, and this has been the best. I've had this for a couple years. And the tobacco is the thing that really hooked me. You can buy cheap tobacco and save money on cigarettes if you roll them yourself, but there's also a whole bunch of high-end tobacco that makes the cigarette smoking experience completely different. And this is one in particular. Bugler tobacco has been around since forever. I don't know, I'm going to guess like the 40s or something, or maybe even longer. This is a Turkish and American blend, mellow and rich. This is Bugler Gold. And this is what happened. I ended up buying some of this because first of all, when you open it up, it comes in this nice foil with a seal to keep it fresh. It comes with rolling papers if you want to roll them yourself the old-fashioned way. I don't. I use my expensive machine. But this particular tobacco has, when you smoke it, you understand what I'm talking about. It has certain flavors to it, like kind of like the little bit of honey. There's sort of a fruity sort of a taste to it, and I ended up reading what it says on here, and it kind of kicked off my you know, I don't just roll my own cigarettes because it's cheaper. Sometimes it's more expensive depending on the tobacco. This tobacco is one of my favorites. And it says that right on here, it tells the story of what happened here. It says, in the 1800s, new shipments of tobacco were announced by a company, Bugler. As his horn sounded, workers would descend upon barges and wagons to process the finest and freshest leaf from the rich farmlands of America. It was customary for the Bugler to have first choice of the finest leaf, and this leaf simply became known as Bugler's Gold. And that's what this is. That's what they call it, Bugler Gold. Its name comes as much from the selection process as the rich and mellow smoking experience it gives with every smoke. We are proud to bring back the tradition of a mellow smoking experience from the cream of the crop, Bugler Gold. And I mean, it's just, look, smoking isn't the greatest thing in the world for you, but the smell of this it's a completely different experience with tobacco of this caliber. I'll just show you if you can see this. You fill in the edges first, okay, like that corner, the corners, that corner and that corner, and then you put tobacco in here, and you got to tamp it, T-A-M-P, tamp. And it takes some tries to get it to where you are tamping it the right amount, and you're putting the right amount of tobacco in to get an even, nice cigarette out of it, which is what this is. Right here. This is and it's fresh. It's fresh tobacco. It's not like It's been sitting in a pack, in a box in Indiana somewhere, you know, for 10 years. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, see, you don't smoke this like you'd smoke a regular cigarette either. This is fine tobacco. And that's the other thing. I smoke cigarettes, so if I buy the regular ones, I mean, I smoke 2 packs a day. This is an experience. This is after you have a steak, maybe some Brussels sprouts and some sort of potato dish. I don't know. You'd want to have a fine Bugler Gold. Experience. Yeah, there's nothing quite like this. There's thousands of brand name over-the-counter cigarettes out there. This stuff is, I think I've already said this 3 times, it is a completely different experience altogether. Yeah, it's awesome. It's relaxing. I smoke menthols normally, and this is not menthol, it's Bugler Gold, the finest choice leaf of the Bugler, and I'm in no hurry to finish this. This is it's an experience. So rolling your own cigarettes isn't just what people do because they can't afford regular cigarettes. There is a whole world of fine tobacco out there, and chat boards and chat rooms, and there are stores that specialize in this sort of thing. All I'm saying is Bugler Gold. I've tried a lot of different tobaccos, and I'll probably review a few now that I've broken through the ice with this, but this is what got me. This is what made me think, wait a minute. Smoking isn't necessarily something that you do habitually like a maniac. I mean, if you're not really enjoying it then. This stuff is enjoyable. It's a lovely, it's got a lovely smell to it. And it smokes really nice. It's a nice flavor, and it's not exactly a flavor you can pin down. It's complex. It's you describe it the way you describe a fine cigar, but it's different than that. It's different than a cigar, that's for sure. So, anyway, I recommend it big time. Bugler Gold. I think this little bag was about $4, $5, something like that. There's a lot of other tobaccos out there that are of higher caliber than what you normally get as well. But this is my go-to, you know, sort of special moment after a long day, after a good meal, just looking to relax for a few minutes and maybe have a nice cup of coffee in the morning. I roast my own beans too for coffee. That and this, I mean, you know, life is short. You deserve to have some real pleasure in life. And if you're going to smoke cigarettes, you got to try this. Yeah, there's it's a whole different thing. I recommend you check it out. That's all.